Hello and welcome back to Attingham Park for episode number 5. So, today we are going to go making hay. I have off-screen mowed the grass fields. They were ready to mow. So, we're going to go and tend them today. I thought about mowing again on a video, but we've seen both fields mowed already from when we made silage. So, I didn't think you'd want to see that again. So, I've gone and mowed them. I used the conditioned mower feature on the mower for Maize Plus, so we've just got to go over it now with the tedder and make it into hay. So yeah, that's going to be the task for today. Obviously, previously we seeded this field in oats. Off screen, I have gone and sprayed the weeds off. So we've got no weeds on this field, so that's good. It didn't take me very long. It literally took me about 3 minutes to spray the field. So I thought I'd leave that out of a video. We didn't really have a lot of weeds, to be honest, but I'm hoping that now I've sprayed the whole field fully anyway, that we won't get any weeds come back. So other than that, obviously the pH is perfect, the nitrogen is perfect. So we're just pretty much leaving this field now just to grow ready for harvest next year. So another thing as well off screen, I've done a few different contracts and whatnot with harvesting, cultivating. I did some ploughing contracts as well and whatnot. And then I was having a look around, see what land we could perhaps purchase, see if anything was going cheap and whatnot. And field 28 was minus 3.9%, I think, of the base price for that field. And that actually does have corn growing on it. So that'll solve our problem, because obviously when I collected the grass before I installed Maize Plus, it would have been wet grass to Maize Plus, and obviously you need conditioned grass when making silage. So all the silage we've got in here now, we're actually going to have to sell this because we can't use this for feed. This is whole crop silage, and you can't feed I believe would definitely be cows. You can't feed this to cattle at all, so we're going to have to sell this all. I'm keeping an eye on prices at the moment. I don't know whether the price is great at the moment. 1,069. The best price is 11.43. So it's pretty close to being able to just sell it all. But what I'm hoping to do is, because I think that corn will be ready. If we look at our growth map, corn might be ready this month to harvest. So if we get this sold, and then when the corn's ready, we'll harvest that, put that in the bunker, and then we'll have straw and the maize silage. Then obviously we're making hay as well today. That'll be the three main components for the TMR mix that we'll need to feed our young stock beef cattle. So that has solved that issue. With that, it's not a massive field. It's not probably going to yield a whole massive amount. So I think we're probably going to end up only having about 10 or 15 cows to begin with, but it means that we can get cows a lot more sooner than what it was looking like a couple of episodes ago. So, but yeah, that is the overall updates for the farm. So yeah, what I'm going to do is we're going to hop in this, lift her up. Now this is actually the first time I've made hay in Maize Plus at all for a farming simulator, because this is the first farming simulator where I've had Maize Plus in. So I've got this setting, the tiller stage, set to hay. So I'm hoping the conditioned grass, it's just going to turn this straight to hay. But obviously we'll see in a minute what it does. Right, so we'll get it unfolded out and whatnot. I went with this tedder because this was the best, I think, sort of size tedder for this size map and our setup at the moment. So that should be hay. I don't really have a way of telling, I don't think. But that should be hay, so fingers crossed it actually is. So obviously we'll get this field and next field both all tallied up, and then we'll get them raked up, and then we'll hopefully be able to come in with the baler as well at some point and get it all baled up and whatnot. But I think both yields have yielded very well. Obviously, with all the extra work we put in with the grass subsoiler and fertilizing both fields as well, I think it's paid off a lot. And the yield, when we come to bale it, I think we'll see a big difference in the yield. So, but yeah, not a lot else has been happening on the farm. We're obviously progressing slowly into winter now, which is why I want to try and get the cows, because it'll obviously mean that we'll have winter work with them all the way through winter, feeding them and whatnot, and it'll mean that we'll get quite a lot of manure and slurry saved up for ready when we come to cut these grass fields again next year. And then, you know, we'll be able to spread the manure and slurry. I am hoping, obviously, when we've got the funds to get it, I am hoping to have pumps and hoses on here. I think, you know, it is a really good map to put pumps and hoses on. I think it's on just up here. I think just here. Yeah, got a liquid silo for slurry. I might end up putting another one of those in if I can. I'm not sure if I can. I'll have a quick look. Silos is obviously all the pumps and hoses. Doesn't look like it. But I've got one of these which I can just strategically, if I can get my words out, strategically put around the map and whatnot. It might mean as well at some point we might be having a bit of a different sort out of the BGA just here and whatnot, and changing a few things up. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, because I do want to try all these things out, because as it stands at the moment, I have not tried pumps and hoses at all. I haven't had much time to try it out, so I think I'm gonna try and leave it until we actually have the funds on this map to do it, and then in a video you'll see my my reaction to it all. So but yeah, off screen I've been doing a few contracts as well. Like I said, I did a couple of cultivating ones. I did a ploughing contract. I did a few harvesting ones as well. So it does mean we've got some extra grain in storage. As you can see, so we've got canola, sorghum, we've got some soybeans. Obviously, you know, I've got to keep an eye on price-wise, because we're looking for the best price when we can sell these. But nothing's ready just yet. I think a lot of these crops will end up selling, you know, January, February time. Seems to be the best price, apart from soybeans there, July, August. So they're going to be midway through next year until we sell any of those. But it just means, you know, it's going to be a bit more extra income for us. It's like with the whole crop silage. I'm gutted that you know, it's turned into whole crop silage, and it's, you know, it's a product that we can't use. But on the same side, it means, you know, thinking positively, we can sell it and earn a bit of extra money from it. So, you know, and it's worked out not too bad in the end, because then it's meant that we've bought another arable field that has got corn on it. So that's one thing I have got to focus on, is trying to get a means to be able to harvest that. Whether we actually go and hire a forage harvester, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, to lease this, it's going to be 19 grand, so it's quite expensive. So I have seen mods where you can get like a tractor front mounted harvester, Obviously, it'll take, quite a long time, but it might mean that that might be quite a bit of a cheaper option because I think that might be 20, 30 grand, which is going to cost us anyway to lease a forage harvester. So that might be an option for us to be able to harvest that cornfield. I'm going to have a look on some of the mod sites, but I'm pretty sure I have seen a mod very much like that on a mod site. So, but I'll have to have a look more into detail. It's going to be a thing now. Again, we keep trying doing contracts off screen, trying to get that money together to be able to progress our own farm and expand it and whatnot. I know there's a big potato harvesting contract about at the moment, which is about 45 grand. So, which is again is a big chunk of change. It's going to take me quite a while, but means that it might pay for the forage harvester that I'm on about. So, I'm quite happy with how the farm's going. It is slow progress, but at the end of the day, I don't want to sort of rush into things too much. I want to enjoy playing the map and share the farm growing with you guys as well. So yeah, no, I'm pleased with how things are going. So I'm just going up and down the field now. Nearly done this field to be fair, so not far off, and then we'll crack on with the other one. And then when we've obviously done that, I'll try and get everything raked up this episode. And then when we come back next time, we'll try and get everything baled up and then put in the shed. So I am really interested to see how many bales we got. I mean, you have to take it with a pinch of salt as well, because I'm doing Heston bales and they hold 12,000 litres, I think, in a bale. So they're quite big bales. So if we get a lot of Heston bales, then that means that these fields have yielded really, really well, which is very, very good. So because obviously with Maize Plus, the cattle now eat, I think, double the amount that they were just base game. So we obviously we need to get as much feed as we possibly can now. And I mean, obviously we need to be looking at in the future as well, possibly purchasing some more grass fields as well. I don't know what the price is at the moment for grass fields. Let's have a quick look. 42. That's plus 22%, so that's not going to be any good. 41. No, that obviously comes with the yard. These fields up here all plus percentage. Oh, that's 64%. That's very, very high. See, a field like that, that's minus 0.4%. Of what it usually costs to buy the field. So that's why I've got this mod in, because even though on a lot of these fields the difference is plus so much, you suddenly one day, like on this field that I purchased, field 28, you'll suddenly get a field one day and it'd be minus 0.4, so it's actually cost us less than it would just normal base game price. So at the moment, it's looking like field 23 is the only possible other grass field. Everything else is in the plus at the moment. So, but I mean, ideally, I'd quite like to get field 42, which is a big chunk of change. Um, or failing that, field 32, or 31. They're good soil as well with field 31 and 32, whereas 42 has got silty clay, so not a very good soil when it comes to that. And then obviously, if we purchase this yard, we get an arable field and then two grass fields. So that's 561,000. That'd probably be more worthwhile purchasing that than it would for field 42. Extra 100 grand, we get an arable field, a yard. What is it? It's I'm not sure how many acres it is. Obviously coming off just field 25, but yeah, that's 11 hectares. Says field 25 is 9.27 hectares. So yeah, that's possibly what we could be looking at purchasing next. Obviously, I want that difference to go down, but 500,000 is what we've got to try and save up for. So in terms of build, so yeah, need to be getting on them contracts, need to be selling stuff at the best possible price to try and obtain that. And obviously, in between saving up for that, we need to be buying the equipment to be able to do the cows at the current yard we own, you know, and whatnot as well. So yeah, lots of work to be getting on with and saving up for and whatnot. So right, so we've finished this field. Gonna move on to the next one now. Be best to close the gate as well. It's looking like we could do probably with some lime on this one. Don't know what this one's like. Yeah, they both could do with some lime. Do I? I'm definitely going to put nitrogen on them again. Lime, I don't know whether to risk it. I might, until we've done another cut again on this field. Then I'll put lime on after. So obviously, you know, you got to put so much lime on a field, and it's, you know, it's a costly thing. So I mean, it's not great, the pH at the moment, but it's not absolutely terrible. So I feel like when we've done another cut after this one, then it, you know, it'd be quite bad, and we will have to put some lime on it. But you know, it's okay at the moment. It's not absolutely desperate for it. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on with this field, and yeah, I'll come back when we've all tedded this up. So here we go on the last little bit now, and that'll be both fields all tedded. There we go. We'll fold it up, and we'll head back to the yard. I don't think I'm going to get the windrowing done today. I think, like I said, I'm going to do that off screen. It's not like it's not like you haven't seen me windrow both these fields up. So I'm hoping that this has turned this to hay. It very much looks like hay. So fingers crossed that it's done what it's supposed to have done. Obviously we'll find out when we come to bale it. So but yeah, we'll part this up, because I'm going to give this tedder a quick wash, because it most definitely does need it. Both the tractor and the tedder, to be fair. Probably more so the tedder. But yes, that is going to be today's episode. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. It would be much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel as well, and you're enjoying the content, you like what you see, please consider hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll hopefully see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye, guys.